welcome to another question and answer session. I'm Andy Wilkinson from skinnygainmuscle.com, answering your questions on how to gain weight and muscle if you're naturally skinny. And the questions we're answering yet again are: what's your biggest challenge or frustration about trying to gain weight or muscle? Let's dig right in once again. First up, the biggest challenges are untimely meals plus the complex diet described by most experts. One, I hope you're beginning to recognise by now the importance of eating at regular intervals throughout your day so you distribute your calories evenly throughout the day to hit your daily calorie needs. And once again, it doesn't need to be a complex, difficult to follow, complicated diet. Just want to aim at healthy, nutritious foods, making sure that you're hitting your protein, carbohydrate and fat ratios in the right ratios. Once you begin to practice this over a few days, then it's going to become natural and easy for you. It's going to become a natural and easy part of your day. You've just got to get that foundation in place. Again, watch the 23 videos. Go and grab those over at skinnygainmuscle.com if you haven't already. Watch those. They're going to guide you through the 8 healthy steps to weight gain, and also cover in more detail those first 3 steps, which cover a lot of these nutritional questions about getting the foundation right. So those weight gain basics are really important. Put those in place and everything gets a lot more easy to do. Next challenge is sticking to it, motivation. Hear this a lot. There's this thing called a habit gravity, okay? What it takes for you to be able to get into a new pattern of behavior and make it feel easy. Because there are things that you do every single day. Hopefully you're used to cleaning your teeth every day, washing every day, and because you've been doing this over and over again, it feels like a natural part of your day. It's part of your daily routine. There's a level of expectation. You can almost do it on autopilot without really thinking about it. If you drive a car and you do a regular journey, be it to or from work or whatever your destination is, to and from the supermarket, the grocery store, if you're used to doing that, you can sometimes find you've gone the whole journey and you arrive at your destination and you don't really remember any of the journey. Your mind's been somewhere else, but because it's become a habit that you've ingrained into yourself, it becomes very, very easy. Well, it's the same case with getting the right habits around gaining weight as well. Sticking to it, yes, you've got to find the commitment and motivation up front and then get the right tools, the right information, the right knowledge. Part of what I want to provide for you is information here, as well as an entire 17-week program. That's there for you if you go to the blog skinnygainmuscle.com/blog. Scroll to the right, look at the image under the product section and click on that. You can find out more about that. It guides you through not only the workouts but also the whole eating plan and how you piece everything together to get the result that you want. But sticking to it, motivation is part of the problem, part of the challenge. But once you get through and make it a habit that you're doing regularly enough, it starts to feel natural to do it and unnatural and weird if you don't. Okay? Next up, I've spent lots of money on most of all the weight gain products on the market, but nothing has worked very well. Sometimes I feel like giving up to put on muscle or some weight since nothing works. I've tried to eat more than I could, but I didn't see any changes to my weight, and instead I end up feeling tired throughout the day and almost completely unable to carry out my daily activities. Okay, one, do not, if this has been the case that you've been trying to load your calories into just 2 or 3 meals, change that plan. Go for a lower amount of calories each meal, but more meals throughout the day. Eat at 3-hour intervals. For the average person who's up sleeping maybe 8 hours a day and is up for 16, that's going to be somewhere between 5 and 7 meals per day. So that should handle that. Also, what are you eating? Are you going for healthy foods, or are you going for lots of sugary foods with empty calories almost that give you a sudden burst of sugar energy and then leave you on a low afterwards? You want to get that balance right. Okay, spending money on weight gain products, yeah. Leave the supplements for another time. Figure out your daily calorie needs. Watch those 20 videos at skinnygainmuscle.com if you don't know what that value is. And then focus on whole foods to begin with, and a supplement with supplements if necessary. But don't make that your starting point. Make that something that you get to over time after you've monitored your progress on whole foods for a while. Next up, I tend to lose muscles rapidly whenever I do Muay Thai training. What can I do to keep this from happening? I love weights training with the goal of increasing muscle size, and at the same time I love my Muay Thai training. My recommendation is, when people are getting going with a weight gain, weight training plan, is that they stop doing a lot of the cardio-based exercise that can sacrifice their muscle gains. So if you're able to, just to prioritize gaining weight for a while, put that as your main focus, and once you start to build up the momentum and gain some head of steam there, then turn your attention back to equalizing the amount of time you spend on weight training in combination with your Muay Thai training, because if you're doing cardio, intense cardio, that naturally is going to be depleting your energy reserves, burning up your calorie stores. And if you're doing that, there's less energy that can go towards adapting and growing your muscles and increasing your weight. Up next, hi Andy, I love playing football twice a week and badminton once. I'm concerned I'll have to give these up in order to concentrate on building muscle. Is this the case? As we just discussed, yep, you might want to ease back on those whilst you're focusing your attention on weight training. Get some results, start seeing some results there, and then return to that at a later date. For instance, myself, when it comes to maintenance, I don't do nearly, I mean, I engage in more sort of running and cardio than I did when I first got started, because my body's adapted and adjusted, and I'm able to do that. But when I was first getting started, I pretty much cut out cardio altogether and made my priority to gain the weight, gain the muscle that I wanted. And once I started to build up some success and results there, I could then step back on the gas on the weight training and then incorporate more things. But whilst you're dead set and intent on gaining that muscle weight, make that your main priority. Let the other things take a secondary place in terms of your time management and what you get up to. Next up, okay, I'm a very skinny guy to begin with. I will eat and eat and nothing will ever happen to my body. I'll work out hard for about 2 months, but it's only the first 2 weeks that I ever see anything happen. After the 2 weeks are done, I get stuck at a peak and I can never pass. I'm currently at 140 pounds and have been stuck there since a couple of years ago. Right, so okay, so from this question here, it's a case of you get started with a program, see some results, and then get a plateau. Well, first off, we often have what I call new program adaptation. Our body's going to adjust to something it's not used to because it's unusual to it. It has to adjust to that, so you're going to see some results. But if you're not continually applying the intensity in that workout and providing the variation over time and hitting your daily calorie needs and nutrition as well and getting the rest and recovery you need, or in fact overtraining, then you're going to see limited results. So you've got to get these components right. Once again, I go into that in the ebook content of the Skinny Gain Muscle program, the 17-week training program, which you might want to check out. But the key component is to ease back if you're overtraining, hit your daily calorie needs if you're not doing that already, get the nutrition in terms of nutritious foods, and make sure that when you come to your weight training, you're making those intense weight training sessions, you're increasing the weight every few workouts, you're focusing on major muscle movements, and you're getting everything else going in the right direction. Next up, I'm struggling with eating over 2,500 calories per day. I have the drive, but physically it feels like my stomach can't handle all the food. I work out 5 days out of the week and I've gained maybe 5 pounds in 8 months. First off, working out 5 days of the week, that could well be a signal for overtraining. I typically recommend a maximum of 4, probably about 3 workouts a week with a 48-hour interval in between each workout so your body can rest and recover properly. So that's one thing to be aware of. And you've gained some weight, I see, which is a good thing. But for the calories, again, train your appetite. Check out those other videos or the blog posts just to kind of focus on increasing your appetite there. Which I won't go into the information on how to do that here. We've discussed that in other question and answer sessions, but something you might want to go back to. Next up, I've eaten a lot, taken many weight gain supplements, creatine powder, jogging every day, and I can't see any gains. It's a case of, okay, what are you doing in those weight training sessions? What is your daily calorie intake at the moment? Is it hitting those daily calorie needs? And are you getting those other components we've talked about already right in the right proportions? Jogging, you don't want to be doing that. Steady state cardio is not a way to gain the muscle size you want. Weight gain supplements are a secondary consideration after you're getting your nutrition right. Okay, once again, we're just beyond the 9-minute mark for this question and answer session. My name's Andy Wilkinson from skinnygainmuscle.com, and once again I want to thank you for joining me. It's been my pleasure sharing this information with you, and I look forward to helping you more in sharing information that's going to help you gain the weight, gain the muscle that you want to increase your muscle size, confidence, and improve your life as a whole. I always want to leave you better off than when I found you. I hope that's been the case with this video and you've got a lot of value out of it. And if you want to find out more, go to the blog or go to skinnygainmuscle.com, watch those videos, check out the Skinny Gain Muscle system, try it out for yourself. It's completely risk-free for you to try it out for 60 days and tell me the results that you're getting. It's been my pleasure. I look forward to seeing you again soon, and wherever you are, have a fantastic day. Thanks again.